grab some popcorn, grab a drink, sit back and relax. We got the 2003 NBA Finals and the 2003 draft in this hour-long episode. Let's watch Game 1 of the NBA Finals. First and foremost, announcers will take it away, and I will catch up with you a little later.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Atlanta leading by 10. And there's the pass to Sabonis. Iverson against Hughes. Screen by Duncan. Iverson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Boy, Iverson so stubborn and competitive offensively, forcing that shot through even while taking the foul.
Los Angeles trails by 13. Hughes, the pass to Weber. Here's Hardaway. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Got a question for you. How do you guard Penny Hardaway? He's long, he's athletic, he's smart, he's got great vision, excellent ball handling skills. Simply a matchup nightmare.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Bowen. Now here's Duncan. The Clippers grab the miss. Weber's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Hughes. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now here's Phillips. Pass to Duncan. Over Weber. Sabonis. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 11. Now, here is Stojakovic. D right on him. He feeds it to D-Box. And it's sent back by Sabonis. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Kicks to Iverson. Now the pass to Duncan. Looking to get back on track here. And he lays it up and in. Duncan's got 4 points in the quarter. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
They've been the disruptors defensively, coming up with a lot of steals that have had an impact on the flow of the game.
Here's Phillips after the basket by Los Angeles.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
So it's the Hawks now. Iverson left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Iverson.
Iverson just out there doing what he does best, scoring the rock. And the defense hasn't had much of an answer, pun intended.
Now here is Hardaway. The feed to Divac. Sabonis with the steal. Hardaway against Billups. Duncan high post. Iverson outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Duncan. High arcing shot.
I mean, he's got great instincts defensively. Divac has a knack for disrupting plays with those active hands. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You can really tell Iverson approaches the game with a single-minded focus. Can be intimidating trying to defend a guy with his level of skill and determination.
Free throw good, Iverson. And both free throws good for Iverson.
Yikes, that is not what you want to do, Clippers. 89-79 was the final score, but they barely scored when we jumped into games. Allen Iverson upping up his game in the playoffs, averaging 20 for the season because he got Tim Duncan as his mate, as his teammate there. They're both averaging over 20 regular season, but they are upping the ante, upping their game for the playoffs, for the finals. Hawks beat the Clippers by 10, and the Clippers had a tough time trying to cut it to within 10 the entire time that we watched that little tidbit there. Let's see if we could check out Game 2, see if the Clippers could come roaring back in their home court. You don't want to lose 2 in a row. That would be embarrassing. Can we jump into this, folks? It doesn't look likely. No. We're not going to do that. The Clippers did lose 2 in a row in their home court. That wasn't what you wanted to do. So, Game 3 in Atlanta. Clippers off to a pretty good start here. Okay. Hawks catching up a little bit. But this feels jump-worthy. Feels like a game we could jump into. Let's do it right now. Announcers, take it away.
Now, here is Stojakovic. Not a lot of room. Over Billups. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You can't give Peja any room. This guy is a terrific shooter, especially from the mid-range.
Hughes against Iverson. And the wing jumper offline.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
On the wing, Hardaway. Who's guarded by Billups. Fades back. Hardaway, no good. Atlanta trails by 5. Iverson dishes to Billups. Back to Iverson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Penny Hardaway.
Baiting defenders into fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the strike.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denial.
The first one falls.
Well, I love the heart Iverson plays with. Really special how he competes and never gives in. He's nicknamed the answer because he takes pride in proving doubters wrong.
And he makes both free throws. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Hughes against Iverson. The pass to Divac. On the wing, Hardaway. Divac sets a screen. Hardaway passes to Hughes. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Goes back up. All good from Divac.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Passes it to Duncan. Stojakovic against Iverson. Pass to Sabonis. Lots of room. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Man, he just sees everything on the floor. Nice vision from Iverson to find the open man.
On the wing, it's Larry Hughes. Pass to Weber. Hardaway against Billups. From 18 feet away. A putback. Doesn't go that time. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Down low to take the lead. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Iverson's got 5 assists tonight.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Iverson over Weber. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Weber's got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. Hughes kicks to Divac. Hughes against Sabonis. Outside Stojakovic. Rebound, Billups. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Iverson. Got a hand on it. Sabonis against Hughes. Can they get it? Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Now here's Billups. Sabonis inside. Hughes covering. They get it back. Duncan. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Duncan's got 26 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Here's Weber. Duncan with the block. Goes up with a stripe. They grab their own miss.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
You know, those second chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Hardaway dishes to Stojakovic. Outside Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Weber. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Now, here's Weber. Hardaway passes to Stojakovic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Stojakovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about that quick-fire release from Stojakovic? Just a tremendous shooter that he has to get up on it, even as the pass is coming his way.
Here's Duncan. Back to Billups. Banked in off the glass. And it's 13 points for Chauncey Billups.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
other way against Phillips. Here's Hughes. And the shot is long. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Here's Iverson. Tries again. And Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
On the wing, Hardaway. He's guarded by Phillips. Hardaway passes to Hughes. Knocks it loose and stolen by Iverson. Let's break here. Here come the Hawks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Elbow.
2. Shooting for Atlanta. Allen Iverson. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Iverson.
We got this.
And both free throws good for Iverson.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Weber with a screen on Phillips. Hardaway, no good. Atlanta leading by 8. Sabonis, the pass to Duncan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Up top, Stojakovic. Shot to stop the run. Here's Weber. Atlanta with the rebound. Now Sabonis. He's looking for Iverson and finds him. It's all in by Stojakovic. Stojakovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Hardaway. Shot, high post. Rebounded by the Hawks. Duncan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Bowen. Defended by Stojakovic. The pass to Bowen. Baseline J on the way. Duncan misses. Los Angeles trails by 10. Outside Hardaway. Weber, the pass to Stojakovic. Weber a screen. Pocket 6. Count it. Stojakovic has got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Duncan. No good. Good D by Weber. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Up top, Stojakovic. Back to Weber. Hardaway dishes to Stojakovic. Weber a screen. Pulls from the top of the key. Off the left rim and out. Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. Sabonis, the pass to Phillips. Out to the right wing. Duncan against Weber. Good D by Weber. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Clippers. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Anderson against Hughes. Up top, Stojakovic. That one doesn't go. So the Hawks will take it the other way. This is a tip over. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got 4 assists in the game.
You know, the fact that Chauncey Billups is such a great decision maker is why you want him running your club from the point guard spot.
That's what it takes, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Hardaway against Billups. Hardaway with it. Weber with a screen on Iverson. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, the cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Iverson. Here's Hardaway. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Inside. Austin, the pass to Bowen. Austin with it, working on Divac. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. The 3 from Iverson. Weber pulls it in.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Divac, a screen on Iverson. Pass to Hardaway. Over Billups. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
So it's the Hawks following the shot by Penny Hardaway. Here's Austin. Shoots over Divac. Here's Duncan. And at last, they get one to fall.
Jesus. 95-83. Hawks beat the Clippers. I mean, we jump in. Clippers had a nice little lead there, but the Hawks methodically just broke them down, man. They just kept coming, kept scoring at will, seemed like at certain points. And they took the game over, and beat them. And here, it's close. It's pretty close. Should we watch the rest of this game? Yeah, let's watch the rest of this.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Weber, the pass to Stojakovic. Billups against Hardaway. Divac sets a screen. Fades away. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Thank you, David. Now Iverson. In the corner, Billups with it. There's the pick. He dishes it to Austin. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
.116 left in the fourth quarter. Hardaway against Billups. To take the lead. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway's got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers.
And that's a huge shot right there. Hardaway knows his team looks for him to come up in the play. Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Here's Hardaway. After the made shot from Allen Iverson.
Big time points from Penny. They needed a hoop. And like the leader he is, Hardaway delivered.
Now here's Iverson. Shoots over Divac. And it's Iverson missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Hardaway. Weber with a screen on Iverson. Here's Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Billups. Now here's Iverson. From 17 feet out. Oh, missed it.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
At the line for two.
First, and that will put them up by 2.
What's so impressive about Stojakovic is how lethal a shooter he is, and he's somebody that rarely misses from the charity stripe.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Found it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Love a big man who can pass. Great instinct. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
From deep 3-point range. Oh, no good there. The potential.
Yep, this is going to overtime, if you could believe it. So let's do it. Let's get some overtime action here. Game 4, elimination game potentially for the Clippers. This could be it. Their finals hopes hanging on by a thread. Let's watch this.
And here is Billups. Pass to Duncan. Shoots over Weber. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Outside Stojakovic. Rebound Atlanta.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Hardaway with it. Weber with a screen on Billups. Hardaway from outside. Buries it from 3-point range. Hardaway has got the lead up to 3 now. It's for Los Angeles. Atlanta shooting straight 49% from the field. And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime.
And, you know, for being a smaller guard, Iverson is a master at finishing inside. Just remarkable.
Now, here is Stojakovic. He's guarded closer. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Lou, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Stojakovic.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Outside Billups. Here's Iverson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Weber's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Into the lane. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Clippers leading by 3. On the wing, Hardaway. Started by Billups. From about 16. And he can't bank that one in. Hawks have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. To the inside. Iverson outside. Here's Duncan. Plays it up and banks it in. Duncan's got 28 points for the game.
How about the concentration from Duncan? Doesn't budge, even in the biggest of moments.
Hardaway passes to defense. Shoots over Austin. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Sabonis is checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Aylay's checked in. Iverson outside. They set the pick. Atlanta again missing. Clippers leading by 3. Hardaway with it. Billups picks him up defensively.
It's not complicated or tricky. Stojakovic can shoot the ball, and that's why you trust him to knock it down late.
Iverson outside.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Duncan, a screen. Tries it from 19. Iverson, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. Here's Hardaway. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in overtime. Certainly not the best showing for them offensively. That one goes. Counting. Iverson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
Passes it to Hardaway. And the pass to Taylor. Stojakovic with the 3. A shot off that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Bowen. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Taylor. Just 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Stojakovic. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Sabonis with the ball for the Hawks. They trail by 3 to the paint. Iverson. It falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Is there anybody else who wants taking a big shot? The answer, major clutch.
It's to Hardaway. Over Billups. Hardaway, no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5 to take the lead. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
He is so good with the ball in his hands when it matters. Iverson is not a guy defenses want to send to the line in late game situations.
Shooting 2.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
Well, I love the heart Iverson plays with. Really special how he competes and never gives in. He's nicknamed the answer because he takes pride in proving doubters wrong.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
And the Clippers call time here.
defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg.
You got this. You got this. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And Billups is an extremely reliable free throw shooter, especially down the stretch.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. And the Hardaway for 3. Misses the tray. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Man, it's such a pleasure to watch Sabonis work. A great basketball IQ and an unreal passer for a big guy.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And they've done it. The new NBA champions. All the travel, all the practices, all the meetings, all the games, wins and losses, the emotion, the exhaustion culminating into tonight.
And whenever you win the NBA championship, there is a level of accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. But pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
The celebration is here, and this place is going crazy. The bench loves it. The fans obviously overjoyed.
One team has
This is one of those moments these players will never forget. Now,
congratulations to the whole organization, and of course this incredible team. This Larry O'Brien trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours.
All right, I'm going to talk over this. Surely you noticed the freaking audio weirdness there with Kevin Harlan talking over Adam Silver. I mean, that was just 2K being 2K, what can I say? But yeah, we see Tim Duncan. He's hoisting up the Finals MVP trophy. For some reason, there's a Clippers player in the background there. I feel like that's going to be every celebration in the Finals. I think that glitch is going to exist because it was there last year. It was there in the 0-2 Finals. And probably in the 0-1 Finals as well. So I just think that that's what we're going to be seeing every year. We're going to see a stray player of the opposing team celebrating with the Finals winning team. The Hawks swept the Clippers, and they did it in dramatic fashion in Game 4. Allen Iverson, clutch as ever. I mean, it's a pretty interesting dynamic, man. It's like, you know, Tim Duncan feels like 1A. Because he's won a couple MVPs now, or maybe just one. But Allen Iverson, he's not. It's hard for him to win an MVP, right? On this team, right? He's not the alpha dog of this team, right? But when we jump into games, especially in the finals, he comes up clutch. He makes the big shots. You know, he's the guy that they really depend on in the games to make that basket. To get the go-ahead basket at the end of the game. So it's an interesting dynamic that he has there with between Iverson and Tim Duncan. And yeah, Tim Duncan wins the Finals MVP, and then Allen Iverson. You know, so it's one of those things where I mean, you could invent drama and be like, does Allen Iverson like playing with Tim Duncan? Well, they're winning championships, so I mean, I guess he would, right? I don't know. Or would he prefer to be the alpha dog and not win championships? You know, I don't know. So, something to think about as we check out the roster. I like to do this, like seeing the resumes. Tim Duncan, Allen Iverson, two-time champions together. Nice duo. It's funny because this really could have happened. The 76ers could have. This could have happened if the lottery balls went their way in '97. Instead, I think they picked second, and they got Keith Van Horn instead of Tim Duncan. So it's just kind of funny what could have been. Chauncey Billups, of course, two-time champion. Now he was a one-time champion in real life with the Detroit Pistons. Tim Duncan was a five-time champion, and this Hawks team has a chance to do something like that. Arvydas Sabonis likely retiring a champion. Bruce Bowen's a champion now. Isaac Austin. Len Bias is a champion. Gotta love that. What a way to go out. He's likely retiring as well. That tugs at the heartstrings. Robert Pack was a sixth man of the year at one point. Now he's a champion with the Atlanta Hawks. Malik Sealy, Jamie Feck, Felton Spencer, Jacques Vaughn, Tito Maddox, Danny Fortson. I think that's everybody. Yes, it is. So, yeah, fun for Len Bias and Arvydas Sabonis. Let's check out the retired players. Karl Malone is finally done after 20 seasons. Or was it 20? I think it was. I don't know why it says 20 seasons. Charles Oakley retired. AC Green, Len Bias. He had a nice 17-year-long career. Had some great seasons with the Wizards and / Bullets, and of course he won chips with the Hawks, along with Arvydas Sabonis, who was a long-time Sacramento King, then won a championship with the Hawks as well. Derek McKee, Pervis Ellison, Hersey Hawkins, Anthony Mason retiring, Stacey King, Nick Anderson, Keith Smart, Dana Barros, Tito Horford, Felton Spencer also retiring. Man, that Hawks team going to look a lot different. At least their benches. Todd Lichty, Anthony Cook, Derek Coleman, Sean Green, Irvin Johnson with the Lakers is retiring. Lance Blakes, Marcus Liberty. Anybody else? That was probably it, right? That's probably it. Eric Murdoch, Randy Brown, and Judd Buechler, which is funny. I feel like we saw Buechler in the Rising Stars game not too long ago. Karl Malone and Arvydas Sabonis are in the Hall of Fame. It's sad that Len Bias won't make it. He had 6 All-Star appearances, but I guess he just missed the cutoff. Didn't have enough All-NBA nods, perhaps. I don't know, but yeah, I feel like he was maybe 1 or 2 All-Star appearances away from making the Hall of Fame, because Dominique Wilkins had about 7, and he made the Hall of Fame. So I think it's about the threshold. He just didn't quite meet it. But Sabonis and Malone get their jerseys retired. No surprise there. Again, I felt like Len Bias maybe did enough for Washington to get a jersey retired there, but it would have been nice because he was, he went to school in Maryland, but just didn't happen. Ron Harper, by the way, I thought he was going to retire this year and last year. He's still around. He's going to be back for 2004. 39 years old. He'll be 40 by the end of next year. He cannot quit. He just can't stop playing basketball. We'll see how far he regresses, but we'll just keep him around, I guess. What are you going to do? Magic are changing the uniforms. The Nuggets are changing the logo and floor. See, this is tricky. They should be changing uniforms too, but NBA 2K for some reason is not doing that. So that means I got to do that. So I got to look and make sure that their uniforms get changed. The Rockets are having a whole new look too. New floor for the Spurs and the Suns. New logo for the Blazers. And new logo uniforms and floor for the Cavaliers. So a lot of team branding changes in 04, and I think there's going to be quite a bit of changes for the next season. So, yeah, the league's going to look a lot different aesthetically in the coming years, and that's going to be pretty exciting as we see all the changes over the course of these next few seasons. League meeting, we didn't approve of any of this nonsense, this hogwash. So, yeah, nothing important there. Let's move on to the draft lottery. Okay. All right. Sit up. All right. Stretch out your back. All right. That's why I'm literally stretching out my back as I say that. Because we got the lottery odds. This is big. This is freaking big. So, I already know the results, but I'm excited just to, unleash them So yeah, let's freaking do this, guys. Here's the teams. Yeah, all right. I don't know what to say. All right, let's do this. Knicks with the 13th pick via Detroit. That was the Latrell Sprewell trade that gave them that pick. Toronto Raptors with the 12th pick. They barely missed the playoffs. They got a nice squad there, Pau Gasol, etc. So we'll see what happens to them next year and who they draft in this draft. Rockets with the 11th pick. That's their own pick. They look like they might be in the playoffs. They look like they were on their way to make the playoffs this season, and then things fell apart. So we'll see what they're able to do in this draft. 10th pick. Let's see. That will go to the Magic. They had a very disappointing season as well with T-Mac and Grant Hill. That's no good. That's no good. Spurs! Can they jump into the top 3? They will not. They will have the 9th pick. That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting if they got a top 3 pick, but it's not going to happen. So Spurs are kind of in lottery hill at this point. Actually, no, this is their first time in the lottery, isn't it? So what am I talking about? The Bulls with the 8th pick. I feel like they're on the come up. I like their squad so far. I like what they're doing there in Chicago. The Jazz, are they going to end up with the 7th pick? Yes, they will. Utah, I also think they're going to start ascending this upcoming season. I like how their roster's coming together. The Kings, they're kind of they've been in a free fall, of course, but they won't get the 6th pick. That's going to go to the Knicks. The Knicks get the 6th pick of the draft. So let's see what the top 5 is going to look like. I think the Kings move up, right, to the top 3, perhaps. Nuggets won't get the 5th pick. That's going to fall to the Wizards. So the Nuggets are in the top 3. Is history going to repeat itself? Let's see. The Suns will keep the 4th pick. Okay. So let's see what the top 3 is going to look like. I think we have a rough idea of what it could look like. So here's pick number 3. So the number 3 pick, is it going to be the New Orleans Hornets? No, the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings will get the 3rd pick of the draft. So it's down to the Hornets and the Nuggets. Very interesting franchises to be in this in this situation. Let's see, the Hornets with pick number 2. Yes, they keep it. The number 2 odds at this point, and they keep that pick at number 2. So could be Dwayne Wade, could be Carmelo Anthony, and the Denver Nuggets. Just let that sink in, right? The Denver Nuggets. The Denver frickin' Nuggets are going to get LeBron James. I mean, it could happen, right? They had the number 3 pick, right, in the actual draft. Now they get the number 1 pick. So it's like it's not too far out of what could have really happened, right? Not too far apart from that. So that's the draft lottery results. The Nuggets, Hornets, Kings, and Suns, they're about to get some pretty special players going to their franchises. And without further ado, let's get right into the draft. We might as well. I was gonna try a different approach and have like a cliffhanger and not show you the top 4 lottery picks, but there's no sense in doing that. Let's just get right to the draft. The Nuggets are on the clock. LeBron James going to the Nuggets. They will have a new look. Those jerseys. That's not the jersey he'll be wearing. So, yeah, they'll have the brighter blue color scheme. So, yeah, LeBron James is going to Denver, playing at Mile High, playing at the Pepsi Center. So that's exciting, you know, it's exciting. New Orleans Hornets are on the clock. They get Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade going to the Hornets, a team that's kind of in a weird spot. They have a lot of good players, but they suck. I don't know. Carmelo Anthony going to the Sacramento Kings, and Chris Bosh going to the Suns. All right, let's see what else we got here. Michael Petrus going to the Wizards. Kirk Heinrich going to the Knicks. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick for where they were at, you know. Utah Jazz getting Chris Kaman. That's also a pretty interesting pick. They had a Lorenzen Wright at center. Now Chris Kaman is there. Zaza Pachulia going to the Bulls. They just keep collecting interesting players. Jose Calderon to the Spurs, which is actually not a bad pickup. Steve Blake to the Magic. Solid role player. Rockets get Travis Outlaw. Who else we got here? A lot of notable names in this draft. Boris Diaw to the Raptors. That's fun. It'll be interesting to see how he develops in this sim. Marquise Daniels. That's the first guy I'm not quite too sure I know about. Jason Capono. I'm vaguely familiar with Capono. Definitely know the name. The Nets get Willie Green. Let's see who the Mavericks get with pick number 16. Darko Milicic. So Darko Milicic dropping all the way to 16. In real life, he was pick number 2. Yang Zhu going to the Timberwolves. The Suns have another pick. Nick Collison going to the Suns. So they got another power forward. Too many power forwards at this point because they also got Mark Sotomayor. Josh Howard going to the Jazz. And Reese Gaines going to the Knicks. Not too sure about that one. Bucks, Jarvis Hayes. Okay. 76ers up to bat now. They're going to draft Sasha Pavlovich. Yeah, he's a guy. All right. The Nets taking TJ Ford. I just remember the long shorts. That's all I remember from TJ Ford. He had very, very long shorts. Cavaliers get Carlos Delfino. Yeah, he sounds familiar. For sure. The Heat, Troy Bell. Boston Celtics now have the 26th pick. Quentin Ross. Okay. From SMU. The Clippers now. Mache Lampe. Not too sure about that one. Ronald Dupree. Another pick for the Jazz. They had quite a few picks in this draft. The Wizards. Zarko Kabarkapa. Okay. Don't know much about him. Suns get Luke Ridnour, which is another interesting pick for them. Point guard. Andreas Gliniadakis out of Greece going to the Rockets. I think we're in round 2 now. Earl Barron to the Hornets. The Bulls select Leandro Barbosa. Very interesting. That's another interesting pick for them. Ndudi Ebi going to the Mavericks. The Knicks select Zoran Planinic from Croatia. The Bulls, Kyle Korver. They get Korver and Barbosa. You'll see what I do in the next episode. James Jones going to the Jazz. Another nice role player. Matt Carroll. Chaz with yet another pick. Let's see who they get. Britton Johnson out of Utah, local boy. Chicago Bulls get Mike Sweetney. Not great, but I mean, in round 2, he does whatever. Matt Bonner going to the Raptors. Supersonics select Kevin Burleson. Let's see what else we got here. The Kings, Marcus Banks. Might as well watch this. Might as well follow this entire draft. I feel like there's still some names. David West going all the way to 76ers. That's a future all-star right there. Going to the Sixers in the second round. That's pretty interesting. Tommy Smith going to the Wizards. New Jersey Nets select Luke Walton, future coach. Utah Jazz, Theron Smith. Then we got the Grizzlies coming up now. Dante Jones, recognize that name for sure. Warriors now. Cassib Powell. Got a couple more picks left. We're almost done. Chicago Bulls. Brandon Hunter, number 56. That's an interesting number to choose. The Nets, James Singleton. I know we have a couple more names that are noteworthy in this draft. Keith Bogans. Definitely know him a little bit. Knicks select Derek Zimmerman. We're almost at the end here. Miami Heat select Travis Hansen out of BYU. Utah Jazz, just missed him. but they select Melvin Sanders at Oklahoma State. Here's the last three. Celtics, Brandon Knight from Pittsburgh. Clippers select Kendrick Perkins. Perk to the Clippers. And the Jazz select Mo Williams, which I thought was a pretty interesting Mr. Irrelevant pick. That's a guy who was a starter in real life for many years, and he goes to the Jazz. They had a pretty nice draft. I can't remember all the picks, but I know Chris Kaman, Mo Williams, James Jones. Did they also go to the Jazz? I think he did. So they got some nice little role players there in Utah. So we'll see how they help contribute to the overall success of the team. But the Jazz definitely feel like they have a lot of interesting young players. It feels like things are coming together for the Jazz, which is good because they haven't made the playoffs in this sim since 1995. So it's about time the Jazz did something interesting in this sim. So that is it. 2003 NBA Draft. Are you disappointed? I don't know. You got LeBron to the Nuggets. You got Dwayne Wade to the Hornets. You got Carmelo Anthony to the Kings, and Chris Bosh to the Suns. I think what's interesting is those are all franchises where players typically don't stay for the entirety of their career. So what I'm getting at is the 2010 free agency. I feel like this opens the door for a very interesting 2010 free agency when we get there eventually. Until then, they're going to try to achieve as much success on their teams as they can. But I mean, we're looking at some pretty interesting free agencies down the line. So checking out this is how we're going to wrap the episode up. Career points. You can see all the names there. Karl Malone ended up in the top 4 when he retired. Reggie Miller's in the top 13. Barkley still in the top 20. Clyde Drexler as well. Len Bias was in the top 25. Arvydas Sabonis was 27. Who else we got? Any active players high up on this list? Len Bias, very nice to see him up there. Reggie Lewis, I think he's still active. Mookie Blaylock, Sean Kemp, Shaq, so here they are. Scottie Pippen, Alonzo Mourning. All these guys have a chance to. Larry Johnson. These guys have a chance to really get high up there in the total points department. Mitch Richmond in the top 50. John Starks. Drazen Petrovic, he retired a season or two ago. Yeah, Rod Strickland, Dennis Scott. Abdul Rauf. Bob Cousy's number 100. Nate Archibald. Chris Childs. Jim Paxson, Joe Dumars. Some interesting names there in this list. Danny Ainge, Dino Raja. Dino Raja is in the top 80, which is noteworthy because he only played he was only in the NBA a couple of seasons in real life, and he ended up playing his entire career here. So that's pretty cool. Reggie Miller is way out in front in three-pointers made. Got free throws made. Oscar Robertson still number 1. Will Chamberlain still number 1 in rebounds. But that's it, folks. The next episode, I'm going to mix off-season info with the opening weekend. So I'll show you the rosters of each team as I show you highlights of each team. So yes, we'll be checking out all 29 teams in the next episode and watching, just getting a glimpse of these teams and how they look at the very beginning of the season. And of course, that includes LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo. We'll see them too in the next episode. The following episode, the episode after next, we're going to be exclusively seeing LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and Carmelo Anthony. So that's going to be exciting. It's going to be a very exciting season coming up, 2004 season. This sim just gets increasingly exciting as we go along. I will have to move through these seasons a bit faster. There might be fewer regular season episodes, so I can get through them faster. We'll see. But that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will check you out next time.